Hey everyone, this message is for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for the month of November. So I pulled your cards. We have express your individuality, allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. Spring, your desires fully manifest as the flowers begin to bloom. Debt paid off, the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. Awakening your true self, higher consciousness, and detoxification. So, what I'm picking up for this reading is definitely a strong energy of starting a new cycle, but this feels more like with yourself, not necessarily like job, romance, anything like that. It feels more of like an internal thing that's going on. You're starting to awaken to yourself. So it feels like you are ready to embrace yourself. You're starting to recognize who you are, who you want to be, who you're becoming, and you're expressing that person. You're expressing that version of yourself now. It feels like you finally are ready to just be who you want to be, and you don't care if people like it or not. And not that you're being like a jerk or anything, just that like you're finally removing those expectations that have been put on you, and now you're just living like your true authentic self. It feels like you have gone through kind of an awakening, and it feels like you are now able to move forward. There's something that you like let go, or that you like paid off, that you are able to like move forward in this fashion. It feels like you're starting to take the time for yourself to figure out who you are, what you want to do, what you like to do, what type of relationships you want to be in, what type of job you want to be in. It feels like you're really assessing your whole self right now, and that you're kind of getting rid of what no longer serves you anymore. If it's a relationship or a job, you're kind of like assessing who and what needs to change, or needs to go, or needs to come in, and you're really like kind of tapping into yourself, connecting with yourself, really putting in the work to yourself to figure out where you want your life to go now. It feels like you haven't been on the path that you necessarily have wanted to be on. It feels more like you've been on a path that you have been guided to be on, maybe by your loved ones or just expectations of society, and now you're kind of coming to terms with, you know, the fact that you don't have to live like that, and that's not true to who you really are. So it feels like there's a confidence to this, but it's not like you're not being like a jerk, is what it feels like. It's just like this really nice confidence that you've gained within yourself, and it feels like you're not trying to be mean when you're cutting people out, or you're not walking around acting like, you know, you're the shit or anything, but just you're becoming more comfortable with yourself, and you're starting to express it more. It feels like you might have some people that are going to not like this new version of you, or, you know, this person that now is going to be setting boundaries with people and letting people know when things are okay or not okay with them. You know, like you really are starting to come into your own, and these people are going to either have to deal with it, or they're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to rearrange your relationship with them, because it really feels like you're not interested in living how you once were living. You know, you really are wanting to just be yourself and take a deep breath and not have to worry about, you know, who wants what, or who needs this, or like you just want to worry about yourself, focus on yourself, you know, and be able to give to the people what you can give, what you're comfortable giving, not what is required or expected of you. So I definitely see you guys making changes in your life in that way, and starting this whole new phase of you. It feels really good. It feels very comfortable, like you're finally comfortable with yourself, and you're learning to be more comfortable with yourself. And it just feels like there's going to be shifts this month within relationships, I'm feeling especially. It feels like you're starting to, if you're not happy with your job or your career, it feels like you're starting to make a game plan on how to find your way out of that, or find a way to be fulfilled or be happy within what you're doing. But it feels like relationship-wise, there's going to be, and not necessarily love relationships, just any relationships, family, friends. It feels like there's going to be some, not issues, but there's going to be some movement or shifts in these relationships because of you kind of coming back to yourself, expressing yourself, being your true authentic self. So you might have a little bit of resistance from some people. They're not going to be used to you speaking up, or they're not going to be used to you setting boundaries. So they're going to have to learn how to deal with this new way of your relationship. But it doesn't feel like anything that's going to be major. It just feels like there might be a little bit of discomfort with certain people, but it's going to pass. They're going to see that you're happy, that you have a peace about you that you didn't have before, and so they're kind of going to understand and get on board with you. So I also pulled a affirmation card, and it is the card, I am the loving energy of the universe. And I think this goes along perfect with your reading, because you are the loving energy of the universe, and I feel like you're finally starting to understand that, and you're starting to embrace that. And so now as you move forward, as recognizing that you are the loving energy of the universe, and that we're all loving energy of the universe, I think that is helping you shift into who you really are and who you really want to be. So this is your reading for the month of November. Remember, these readings are general, so they may or may not resonate with everyone. If they do resonate with you, please like, subscribe, share these videos. And I also offer private readings, so if you're interested, you can find my information in the description box below, and we can set up a private reading, which will have more detail, according to what's going on in your life personally. And then, of course, I will be posting weeklies and weekend readings throughout the month, so stay tuned for those. And I hope you guys have a great November, and I will see you guys shortly.